Hey, what's going on, guys? We've got ourselves some stunning breaking news here. So, the Wagner Group boss, Yevgeny Prigozhin, who led a failed coup against Vladimir Putin back in June of this year, has been killed in a plane crash along with 10 other passengers after his plane was shot down by Russian air defenses. Now, there have been some conflicting reports on whether Prigozhin was actually on that plane or not. However, Russia's Civil Aviation Authority confirmed that the Wagner founder was indeed on the flight. In terms of the plane being shot down, it is believed that the strike was ordered by Putin as a retaliation for the coup attempt Prigozhin tried back in June of this year. And he wasn't even the only notable person that was killed in this plane crash. According to multiple reports, the entire Wagner Group's command structure was on that plane, including, and I'm sorry I'm going to say his name wrong, Dmitry Yutkin, founder of Wagner and second in command to Prigozhin, and another man named Valery Chekalov. Again, I apologize for getting the name wrong. He was the feared head of security for Prigozhin, also among those that were killed on the plane crash. So far, Russia has not provided a reason for Wednesday's plane crash and said that they are currently investigating the matter, while some Russian lawmakers said that it could have been caused by a bomb that was planted on board. And just to go over some of the history here as to why Prigozhin was allegedly or potentially killed, just 2 months ago on June 23rd, Prigozhin launched a mutiny against Russia and ended up taking over the southern city of Rostov and marching on Moscow as he demanded the ouster of Russia's defense minister, Sergei Shoigu. I'm sorry, I know I said that wrong as well. And the chief general staff, General Valery Gerasimov. The rebellion ended after a deal was struck between Putin and Prigozhin, under which Wagner would basically move its entire operations to the neighboring Belarus, and its leaders would receive immunity. Well, clearly, that was just a trick by Putin, because now Prigozhin is literally dead. On top of this, Joe Biden was asked just a few moments ago about the plane crash, and he simply said that he doesn't know what happened regarding the plane crash and the possible death of the Wagner Group leader of Yevgeny Prigozhin in Russia, but that he is not surprised. Now, I also do want to point out that you had numerous interviews back in June, back when this entire thing happened with the Wagner Group and Putin, and he struck a deal and everything. You had a bunch of journalists, and even a former CIA director went on CNN and said, yeah, this guy's toast. Like, he's absolutely 100% going to die. Putin is going to kill this man. And we don't know if it's going to be him getting poisoned or he's going to fall out of a window or what's going to happen. But a lot of experts in that field were predicting that he would get killed, because they kind of made the way they kind of framed it, excuse me, is that it kind of makes Putin look weak, and Putin hates looking weak. Basically, when you march into Russia, you basically try to do a coup. You say you're going to do this and that just so you can get certain generals that you don't like to step down and all these different things. And people were saying that, Putin doesn't play that. When you betray Putin, he will go after you and he will literally kill you. And that's what Russia is known for. Russia has been a unstable country for a very long time. Unfortunately, they invaded Ukraine, and they are still invaded Ukraine. The entire situation with that is still happening right now. And it's a very sad situation, but now you have more political escalation happening in the country of Russia now that the former Wagner Group boss, the mercenary group that was originally hired by Putin, Prigozhin, has been killed. So that's really all you got. Yeah, he was killed. The Russian government is investigating. We have no idea what's going to happen with that. Just a very sad situation. I guess not sad, but just a crazy situation is, I guess, the better word to say. I mean, Russian politics gets very complicated. There's so many moving parts. Putin is just an absolute maniac and a dictator and just crazy. He literally kills anybody that tries to do anything to him. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was this guy in Russia who literally ran against Putin to try and beat him and become the next president. And that guy's been sitting in jail for years now. He's literally in jail. He's been sitting in jail. He's going to continue to sit in jail. Obviously, you have the situation with Brittany Griner, the WNBA basketball player, and that whole thing with Russia. And, Russia's just a mess. It is just so crazy how insane that country is in terms of the politics. And I'm sure the people are great. I'm sure the people of Russia are amazing people. But unfortunately, their current leader is just an unstable, just absolute maniac who just likes to kill people. I mean, that just is what it is the truth. But Anyway, those are my thoughts regarding the entire situation. I very rarely talk about Russia Ukraine on here because I'm not one of those people who wants to pretend like I'm some war expert or something like that. But I did want to go ahead and cover this situation because I just thought that it was very interesting that this guy who literally tried to stage a coup in Russia literally dies 2 months later. It's like, yeah, Putin killed that guy. Like, no doubt about it. Putin killed him. No doubt. Anyway, thanks you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.